I'm Carla Gingy Akat, and I will be presenting to you the case between St. Luke's Medical Center Employees Association and Maribel Santos versus National Labor Relations Commission, NLRC, and St. Luke's Medical Center Incorporated, with GR number 162053. For the facts of this case, Maribel S. Santos was an X-ray technician at St. Luke's Medical Center Incorporated. During the time, RA number 7431, or the Radiologic Technology Act of 1992, was passed and enacted. The said law requires that no person shall practice or offer to practice as a radiology or X-ray technologist in the Philippines without having the proper certificate of registration from the Board of Radiologic Technology. In other words, one must be able to pass the board examination. Now, pursuant to the said statute, the SLMC issued the final notice to all practitioners of radiologic technology, including Santos, to comply with the requirements. Unlicensed employees will be transferred in an area which does not require a license to practice if a slot is available. Now, several notices were sent to Santos requiring her to comply with the law. Otherwise, she will be compelled to retire should there be no other position available where she may be employed. As such, they advise her to submit her PRC registration form or examination permit, since only a license can assure her of her continued employment. Santos disregarded these letters and refused to accept the offer for early retirement. She was also not qualified for any other present vacant positions in the hospital. Later on, she took the board examination but failed it. As a result, SLMC issued a notice of separation from the company to Santos. Santos then filed for illegal dismissal, non-payment of salaries, allowances, and other monetary benefits. She also prayed for award of moral damages and exemplary damages plus attorney's fees. A labor arbiter decided in favor of Santos and ordered SLMC to pay her 115,500 pesos, representing her separation pay. Dissatisfied, Santos filed for an appeal with NLRC. NLRC then affirmed the decision of the labor arbiter. It also denied the petitioner's motion for reconsideration. Petitioners then filed a petition for certiorari with the Court of Appeals, which affirmed NLRC's decision. The issue of this case is whether or not the enactment of Republic Act 7431 as an exercise of the state's inherent police power violates the constitutional right to security of tenure. For the rulings of this case, the court ruled that no, the enactment of RA 7431 as an exercise of the state's inherent police power does not violate the constitutional right. While the right of the workers to security of tenure is guaranteed by the Constitution, its exercise may be reasonably regulated pursuant to the police power of the state to safeguard health, morals, peace, education, order, safety, and the general welfare of the people. In the statement of policy of the law, it was the intention to upgrade the practice of radiologic technology in the country for the purpose of protecting the public from hazard posed by radiation, as well as to ensure the safe and proper diagnosis, treatment, and research. The enactment of the said laws are recognized as an exercise of the state's inherent police power. It should be noted that the police power embraces the power to prescribe regulations to promote the health, morals, education, good order, safety, or general welfare of the people. The state is justified in prescribing the specific requirements for X-ray technicians and or any other professions connected with the health and safety of its citizens. Therefore, the law is clear. A certificate of registration is required to practice the said profession. It was also reasonable for the hospital to terminate her as her continued employment and absence of license will expose St. Luke's Medical Center to possible sanction and even revocation of its license to operate. The law also recognizes that the management has rights which are also entitled to respect and enforcement in the interest of fair play, as LMC did not discriminate Santos. The fact that another employee who also failed to pass the exam was allowed to apply for and transfer to another position within the hospital does not constitute unlawful discrimination. Records also show that Santos did not even seriously apply for another position in SLMC. Therefore, petition is denied for lack of merit.